Hey, what is up everybody? Matt Tursik. We are going to be taking a tour today, driving through West Linn, Oregon, which is just about 10 minutes south of where I'm standing right now in our Lake Oswego office. West Linn is a fantastic alternative to Lake Oswego with great school system. Your dollars definitely go farther when looking for real estate. Average home prices there range from the mid 500s all the way up to about $1 million. There's some fantastic properties out in the rural Stafford area that go all the way up to $3–4 million. We'll be covering all of that in today's video. Going along this stretch of Highway 43 right now, you can see there's a lot of businesses set up. You've got your Starbucks, all the retail banks, a couple grocers. The surrounding neighborhoods are Robin Hood and then Merrillhurst, both very affordable neighborhoods for the area and probably some of the only real estate in Oregon where you can actually get Mount Hood views up along this hillside looking out to the east for under $1 million. So this stretch of 43 is one of the main thoroughfares to downtown Portland. So if you do work downtown, you come in and out every day. This does tend to get backed up. It is something you should be aware of, but most of the hours of the day, other than rush hour, it's usually a nice, easy drive. Off to the left here is Mary S. Young Park. It's right up against the Willamette River. Beautiful park, lots of fields for kids to play a soccer game. One of the unique parts about West Linn is the ease of access to the Willamette River. So coming up here on the left, you're gonna have Bolton Elementary School. West Linn is really known for the fantastic schools in the district. West Linn is built on a series of hills where a lot of the properties as you go up the hill started to be developed in the late 70s, and there's still development going on to this day. One of my favorite parts about West Linn is it offers a little bit of everything for all buyers. In the neighborhood surrounding me, homes starting in the mid 400s, probably average price around $500 to $600, and then that goes all the way out to Stafford where you have $3, $4, even $6 million homes on acreage with some of the high quality materials, craftsmanship, and architecture. So we're coming up to 205 interchange, which is one of the main thoroughfares in West Linn. You can go north to Oregon City, Milwaukee area, and then you can go south, of course, to Lake Oswego, Wilsonville, Salem. So I'm taking the back way just adjacent to 205 right now. I'd call it more of the scenic route. And where we're going is West Linn's historic Old Town. This is a town that's over 100 years old. It was actually incorporated in 1913. Still, a lot of the architecture looks original. It's a vibrant community with great restaurants, lots of little coffee shops. Very easy to see the appeal of living close by or just coming down to enjoy this area. In addition to all the great architecture around Old Town, you have a couple fantastic parks, including Willamette Park, where you can actually launch your boat into the Willamette. One of the big differences between West Linn and Lake Oswego is the ease of access to the Willamette River in terms of launching an actual motorboat. In Lake Oswego, you can easily do paddle boards or kayaks, things like that. If you want to actually get onto the Willamette, you gotta come down to West Linn. Okay, so now we're entering into historic West Linn Old Town area. This is a fantastic spot to grab a quick lunch, coffee, very nice building facades on both the left and right hand side of the road right now. Convenient parking, access to the parks and the neighboring community as well. I'm going to spin you around right through the neighborhood real quick here so we can actually get a good feel for the architectural style of a lot of these homes. So off to the left you have Little Cooperstown Grill right there. Fantastic spot for some good American food. That's neighborhood hotspot for kids sports games and community gathering. In the last month alone, 7 homes have sold. They're selling for an average of 105% list to sale price. So average price in this neighborhood over the last 12 months is about $560,000. A list price to sale ratio, 103%. And I'm taking you down right now to Willamette Park where you can get a good feel for the river access to the community. If I were to continue over off the bridge to my right, that would take us over into Stafford, which we will get to a little bit later on in today's tour. So Willamette Park is huge. There's different playground facilities, lots of different fields, whether you're playing baseball, soccer, volleyball. They have a bit of everything in this park for everyone. It's where a lot of the youth leagues are organized and hold their games on the weekends. One of my favorite features about the park is the boat launch. Another great thing about this neighborhood down in the Willamette Historic District is you have Willamette Primary School right across the street right now. So a fantastic elementary option, just right walking distance to the rest of the neighborhood right here. Right now we're gonna circle back to the main drag, Willamette Falls Drive, head over underneath 205 actually on what's called the 10th Street exit in West Linn, to where we're going to be going up the hill and into the main neighborhoods of the West Linn area. So at the bottom of the hill here, before we go under 205, there's a couple different strip mall areas where you have a grocery store anchor, convenient access to like Ace Hardware, for instance. There's McMinimums and different fast food options. Gives you the convenience of a lot of kind of in-town amenities right here at your fingertips, just about 5 minutes away from most of the neighborhoods in West Linn. We are about to go up the hill. At the 10th Street exit, we're gonna be going up a road called Salamo, which is the main drag through West Linn, up the hill, all the way over to Rosemont, which is kind of the main connection to Lake Oswego. First stop as we are going up on Salamo is going to be Barrington Drive. This is a neighborhood called Barrington Heights. This is one of the nicer neighborhoods in West Linn. It was mainly built out in the 80s to early 90s, and over the last 12 months, the average home sale price was just over $1 million. Average homes are selling for about 101%, so just above ask price when they do come on the market, and they tend to go fairly quickly. They're larger homes ranging anywhere from like 4,000 square feet all the way up to 6,000 square feet. Of course, there's outliers to that. Really nice materials used. A lot of them are situated right here overlooking 205, the river, with fantastic views. Some even have the coveted Mount Hood view. Actually, it was a really cool neighborhood to live in because there's tons of little kids. There's a nice flat stretch to play out on the street. The best part, which you may not know from just seeing on the road, is there's a stream corridor that goes all the way along this stretch. So in the backyard of all these homes, you have access to amazing green space with a stream. Heading out of Barrington Heights, we're back on Salamo Drive. Heading up the hill further, off to the left, you have a couple nice neighborhoods with fantastic views, various home prices ranging from the 600s all the way up to about 1.2 million. And then up here on the left, you have a brand new development. It's a Toll Brothers community with homes starting around $950 and ending up all the way around 1.2 million. So really nice option for new construction in a great location. Just a little bit smaller lot sizes. The average lot size there is about 7,500 to 9,000 square feet. Now turning right into Cascade Summit, this is also a very popular neighborhood. Beautiful tree-lined roads. You'll see a couple of the trees are now cut down. We had a horrific ice storm over the past year that resulted in the loss of a lot of different trees, unfortunately. One of the unique parts about this neighborhood, which we're driving by right now, is the neighborhood rec room facility, where you have a pool, sport court, and kids playground. So great way to get outdoors and enjoy the community. So driving around this loop right now, there's a variety of different home prices in this Cascade Summit neighborhood. I'd say on average, you're looking at around 800 to 900,000 for 3,000 to 4,000 square foot home. A lot of them were built in the early 90s, so they come with the traditional floor plan that many people have come to know and associate with 90s homes, where you walk in, have the den on like the right hand side, living room on the left, then kitchen in the back. Many of them are two-level homes, a little bit more rare to find a daylight basement in this particular neighborhood. And then there's a couple gated communities within Cascade Summit where you have home prices ranging all the way from 1.5 to 2.5 million. I would say the homes jump up into the 5,000 to 7,000 square foot range. So as we're driving up the hill and continuing on this tour, one of the things you'll probably notice is there's a handful of neighborhoods, both off to the right and left. They were all developed out in different eras. So you have on the top of the hill, your 70s and 80s developments, and then as you go by Barrington Heights and then Cascade Summit, those are more of your late 80s, early 90s developments. There's even new developments going on right now, like the Toll Brothers, the Tanner Ridge Icon development, which we're about to pass, with brand new homes. So West Linn does provide a wide variety of different architectural styles based on the eras those homes were built. It also offers a lot of higher density options. Up here on the top of the hill, you do have a grocery store anchor with Safeway, Starbucks, different restaurants, salons, etc. You have higher density townhomes right here that range from anywhere from 300,000 to 500,000 that provide a nice affordable option to get into the community where you can enjoy the fantastic public school system. Off here to the left, you have Rosemont Ridge, which is a fantastic middle school, consistently ranks one of the best public middle schools in the area right now. It's also a beautiful facility. And now we're turning left onto Rosemont Road, which is the main thoroughfare from West Linn to Lake Oswego. Kind of done a loop as we start out south on Highway 43, gone to the very end of the 10th Street exit, and now up and over the hill back towards Lake Oswego. Out on Rosemont, you have a good mixture of density right now because you have off to the left-hand side, massive pastures, more rural properties, and then off to the right-hand side, you have Hidden Springs Ranch Estates neighborhood, which is a development developed in the late 80s. It has very consistent architecture throughout. Coming up on the right-hand side, you are going to be passing Trillium Creek Primary School. It's one of the best primary schools or elementaries in West Linn. Heading up Rosemont, there's different offshoots like Wisteria Lane right here, where you have beautiful properties with a little bit of acreage. Average lot size maybe 1 to 3 acres. You have a good combination of hilly terrain with flat pastures. These properties with acreage have become increasingly popular over the last year as people have wanted to get out of downtown Portland and want generally more space. West Linn provides that because you're still so close into town with easy access on the freeways or along Highway 43, yet you feel like you're in a whole nother world. The West Linn area has also been home recently to some of the best Street of Dreams, which is a major home builder tour put on every year in the Portland metro area. Up here, we're passing one from I think it was 2013, and you can see up along the hill some of the nicest homes in the area. In general, homes up on that road range from 2.5 all the way up to $3.5 million. Then off to my left, you actually have Oswego Hills Vineyard, which is a great pit stop on the way to Lake Oswego if you want to stop and enjoy a tasting. So as we continue on Rosemont, we're getting closer and closer to Lake Oswego. There's a roundabout which connects Lake Oswego. You can either go to the right, which will take you right into the south side of Lake Oswego. You go straight, which takes you into Barrington Heights, a prominent neighborhood of Lake Oswego. Or you can keep going around the circle, which is what we are going to be doing, and head out towards the Stafford area of West Linn. So as we go down Stafford Road towards 205, off to the left-hand side, you have Johnson Road, which has a couple amazing communities out there, including the Stafford Hills Estates and then the Ashdown Woods neighborhood. Both fantastic neighborhoods that are off the beaten path. So if you're looking for privacy, larger homes and larger lots, definitely check those out. Right now, we are about to cross the Tualatin River, which runs between Lake Oswego and West Linn, the Stafford area. The Tualatin is very popular for paddleboarding, kayaking, things like that. Motorboating and esports, a little bit less so popular. The river is not as big as the Willamette, although it does eventually feed into the Willamette. So we're passing Stafford Elementary off to the right-hand side. Up here, you have Wonker's Corner, which is a very well-known roundabout / landmark in West Linn, Stafford area. And so coming out to Stafford right here, one of the popular aspects about this neighborhood is the huge draw during the holidays. We're entering the fall right now, and there are a number of very popular pumpkin patches. They have hay rides, all sorts of activities for kids. So that's definitely something to check out. And then as it turns to winter, of course, all the Christmas tree farms. And then I just crossed 205. Off to the left side, you have a couple different churches in the area. And then as you're going straight, we're passing Southwest Trail Road, going out toward Turner Road, continuing along Stafford. The homes out here really begin to vary in size. You have everything from older ranch style homes to $2, $3, $4, $5 million mansion style homes. A lot of contemporary architecture is being built out in this area right now. Some of the draw for the larger, more expensive homes, in addition to the large lot size and the privacy, you are very close proximity to one of the nicest golf clubs in the area, the Oregon Golf Club, as well as the Tumwater Vineyard, which has an amazing tasting room and vineyard space for events. So driving out here is often just fun to do because you get to see a lot of really cool things, everything from your pumpkin patches, Christmas tree farms, to different equestrian properties, barns. Then you have modern construction going on. It's always a very beautiful scenic drive out here in the Stafford area. So thank you everybody. That wraps up our driving tour today of the West Linn and Stafford area. Appreciate you coming along. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Love to hear your comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for all the support.